US strike on Venezuela. Latest news. The United States has captured Nicolas Maduro, Venezuela president, following a large-scale strike on Venezuela. Trump said Maduro and his wife were flown out in a joint military operation with US law enforcement and have been charged in New York with drug and weapon offenses. Why did the US attack Venezuela? The United States has cited migration, drugs, and narco-terrorism as the primary reasons for its action against Venezuela and President Nicolas Maduro. Migration crisis narrative. US President Donald Trump has repeatedly linked Venezuela to rising migration at the US southern border. Since 2013, an estimated 8 million Venezuelans have fled economic collapse and political repression, mostly to other Latin American countries. Trump has accused the Maduro government of emptying prisons and asylums and forcing inmates to migrate to the US, claims rejected by Caracas as baseless. Drugs and narco-terrorism claims. Washington argues that Venezuela is a key transit route for cocaine and contributes to the US fentanyl crisis. The US designated Tren de Aragua and Cartel de los Sols as foreign terrorist organizations. Trump has alleged that Cartel de los Sols is led by Maduro himself. Venezuela response. The Venezuelan government denies all allegations, arguing that the US is weaponizing the war on drugs to justify regime change rather than addressing migration or narcotic trafficking. India's diplomatic dilemma after US action in Venezuela. The announcement by Donald Trump about the US attack in Venezuela has placed India between Washington's unilateral move and New Delhi's long-standing support for a rules-based international border and non-intervention. India typically avoids commenting on the distant conflicts. However, as a leading voice of the global south, many countries expect India to underscore international law and sovereignty, creating pressure to respond even as Delhi remains cautious. US-India context trade tension persists. India and the US are negotiating a bilateral trade deal amid strains following 50% US tariffs, including a 25% penalty linked to India's purchase of Russian oil. India has been tapering imports but feels singled out as similar actions were not taken against China or Europe. Ministry of External Affairs advisory to Indians. The Ministry of External Affairs issued an advisory urging Indians to avoid non-essential travel, exercise caution, restrict movement, and stay in touch with the Embassy of India in Caracas. Given muted reaction from the major G20 countries and ongoing US-India negotiation, New Delhi is not rushing a statement. India-Venezuela ties limited but historic. Energy-centered relationship. India once imported significant Venezuelan oil. High-level engagement over the years. 2005 President Hugo Chavez visited India, talks with PM Manmohan Singh. 2012 Nicolas Maduro, then Foreign Minister, visited India for the India CELAC Trioca meet. 2013 India sent Sachin Pilot, the then Minister of State for Corporate Affairs, to Chavez State Funeral. 2023 Venezuelan Executive Vice President Delcy Rodriguez visited India for the CIILAC conclave, met Nirmala Sitharaman and S. Jaishankar. Low on ground stakes, high principles. India's diaspora presence in Venezuela is small, fewer than 100 Indians, yet the principle of sovereignty and concerns over US interventionism elevate the issue significant for India's diplomacy. While political stakes for India are limited, the normative stakes are high. India is carefully balancing principle, pragmatism, and partnerships amid a volatile geopolitical moment. Global reactions, mixed signals. Russia condemned the US move as an act of armed aggression. The European Union called for respect for international law and the UN Charter, urging restraint. Chile President Gabriel Boric expressed concerns and condemnation of the military action of the US, and Colombian President Gustavo Petro expressed deep concern. What lies ahead for Venezuela after US intervention? US President Donald Trump said Washington would run Venezuela temporarily until a safe, proper and judicial transition is achieved. He dismissed opposition leader Maria Corina Machado as lacking support despite her earlier call for Edmundo Gonzalez Urruita, whom her party claims won the 2024 election, to assume power. Trump indicated a strong economic dimension to the US role, saying American oil companies would move into repair infrastructure, extract oil, sell it internationally, and recoup US costs, sharing revenues with Venezuelans. He did not rule out deploying US troops, signaling the possibility of a prolonged and force-backed transition.